So listen, Washington Commanders take command. Steve, how you feel about the Commanders, man? I command you to speak right now. I know you don't want to, but I command.
I'm only here so I don't get fined.
Oh my goodness! Did you vote on the name? I know that you're a DC native. Did y'all?
I'm only here so I don't get fined.
So you had no say so in this in y'all's name. Did you have an alternate name? I think even the Washington alternates would have been a better name than the Commanders.
I'm only here so I don't get fined.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Listen,
that's
man.
good stuff.
That is great. That is great. So we are back. Dum, 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 dum. This your boy. This is TJ the artist. Down at the bottom, we got my boy Steve. And congratulations, by the way, man.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, man, that boy is an alpha now. How it feel?
It's feel the same. I'm saying, do it.
Thought it was gonna be something different. And we got my guy to the right of me, Benya. What's up, boy?
We're here.
This is Flight Team Sports, and today we're just gonna start off with basketball because we've already kind of been talking about basketball, and I got a segment. It's called Sleep or Don't Sleep. The playoffs is around the corner, and we're gonna try to see if we should sleep on the team or not sleep on the team. We're gonna start with the East, and we might as well start from the top. It's 10 teams in the playoffs, but because of the play-in and all that good stuff, whatever. But we're gonna start off with number one, who clinched a playoff spot, the Miami Heat. Benya, should we sleep on them or should we not sleep on them? Should we sleep? You know them better than we do.
We probably gotta sleep on them boys.
You said sleep on them?
Gotta sleep on them boys because they stupid. They dumb. They dumb. You just doing everything you need to do. Then when it comes time to do what you need to do, you lose 4 straight. You lose 4 straight at the wrong time to some good teams, and then you're arguing with each other. No, it's just no. We can literally it can be a finals trip or a first round exit. Literally, it can go either way.
There's no in between.
Either way. Either it's going to be a finals trip or it's going to be a first round exit. That's exactly what it's going to be.
Oh, man. He said sleep on them. Steve, what you think? Should you sleep on the Heat or don't sleep on the Heat? And that's a Heat fan, by the way. So he know them better than we do.
I'm a loss for words. I would never expect him to say that. I'm not going to sleep on them. I'm going to be real. Okay. Even though they did their, whatever controversy within the, their personnel with the coach and everything, I still think that every year they're a threat. So, you know what I'm saying? They always beat themselves.
True.
But so I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna sleep on them.
Okay.
Even though it hurt me to say it, but I'm not gonna sleep on them.
I'm not gonna sleep on them either. I've been saying the same thing about them. On any given night, they got the best team on the floor, but they never have the best superstar on the floor. And I've always thought about that. So if they do
they
lose,
don't have a superstar,
probably no, that's what I'm saying. They don't have the best superstar on the floor. It's probably gonna be on the other team. So if they do lose, it'll be to somebody that's a superstar, which I always felt. But I'm not gonna sleep on them boys because I've seen them when they all locked in and it can get crazy. So I ain't gonna sleep on Miami.
If they stay locked in and they keep the defense up, it's the finals. But if they go out there and be stupid, and you got to play the Nets in the first round of the goddamn playoffs, KD gonna send you home. He gonna send you.
And it goes back to what I said. And it goes back to what I said. If they lose, they will lose to a superstar.
Brother, did you have a long day today? He's saying the Nets and it's in reverse I'm confused.
I'm being real.
Say he being real.
I'm watching them play. It's just like we have a better team than everybody in the East except the Celtics. I really think the Celtics have a better overall team.
Did you not see the Bucks? You can't stop Giannis.
Trash. Well, we stop Giannis every time we play Giannis. You know who beats us?
That is true.
Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton, and who beats us?
Because y'all focus on Giannis. That's why.
Either way, Giannis does not beat us. Bam shuts Giannis down. And when I say shut down, I mean like 25.
Slow him down. Yeah. It's a superstar slowdown. It's a superstar slowdown.
A superstar is going to get about 20 points, 25.
Yeah, 25, but that's a superstar slowdown.
He goes out there and all of a sudden it's the last 3 minutes of the game and he done hit 4 threes in a row and drove in, got an and one basket, and you just like trip him. Like all you gotta do is stick your leg out and trip him before he gets to the basket.
Send him to the foul line.
But
it's good for hurting people. So
speaking of the Bucks, they're number 2 at the moment. Should we sleep on them or don't sleep on them? Steve, we'll start with you this time. Should we sleep on the Bucks or don't sleep on the Bucks?
I won't sleep because they're really good at home. If they do make it to the Eastern Conference, and let's say they do meet up with the Heat somehow, I think it's going to be a dogfight. That's going to be physical basketball. So I'm not going to sleep on it because of that guy wearing 34. I'm sorry.
True. I agree with you. I'm not going to sleep on the Bucks either. We seen what he did in the playoffs last year, and
that boy got a record. He had Jordan stats.
Yeah, nobody could stop him. I know that the playoffs was very injured last year, but it did not. I think no injuries. I think he's still putting up them numbers. So, it is what it is. Benya, should you sleep or don't sleep on the Bucks?
They lose second round this year.
Wow.
He's sleeping on the Bucks too?
They lose.
You got a cup over there?
They got a cup. And this has been brought to you by beer, nigga.
The Bucks lose second round this year. Only reason they win.
Man, that's 2 sleeps for him right now.
I'm not sleeping on the Heat. It's just that I know it's gonna be. I'm telling you, it's gonna be one or the other. If we make it out the first round, we're going to the finals.
Okay.
But if we don't make it out the first round, we ain't make it out the first round. And it's very possible. It's very possible for that to happen.
If we ain't making it out the first round, we ain't making it out the first round.
It's very possible. But the Bucks, they're out second round. They're out second round. I don't care who they playing in the second round. They're out.
Getting up out of there. Okay.
Brook Lopez is back, right?
I believe so. I think all of them are starting to come back now, like at the right time too, which is crazy because they've been banged up basically all year, and now people are starting to sprinkle themselves back in there. So moving on to the next one, number 3 at the moment is the 76ers. Benya, sleep or don't sleep?
Can't sleep on them boys at all. Can't sleep on them. That's if the Heat lose the first round, the 76ers will make it to the finals.
So you got 76ers going.
Yeah.
Okay. Steve, what you got?
You said the 76ers?
76ers.
I'm
sleep or don't sleep?
Sleep.
Ooh,
sleep.
He going to sleep on them.
Sleep.
Tell us why.
Sleep. I just don't feel like just because y'all got Harden don't mean nothing. And B can't do it by himself.
Forgot. That's why he was jealous. That's why
I forgot about that.
I forgot about that. That's why you sleeping.
I'm asleep.
It's so funny that the first thing he said was James Harden. He ain't say nothing about nothing else. He went straight for it. He said he's sleeping on them boys.
Like, I'm sleeping. I ain't waking up. That's crazy.
Now the reason I'm not gonna lie, I think I'm gonna sleep on the 76ers, man. I know Embiid is playing a phenomenal game, but I think that they're gonna play this your turn, my turn basketball, and we've seen the playoffs. That ain't gonna really work like that. And I mean,
but You think Doc is gonna coach like that?
Remember,
it's a different type of coach.
You're right. But I had to see it. I haven't seen it yet. I remember like the first 2 games they was calling them Kobe and Shaq. Then the third game they lost. They was like, wait a minute. They was like, wait. We was tripping. So I might have to change it to don't sleep.
They've been acting. It's been, I don't know if it's just been a coincidence, but are they just trying to play it out like this? Every time, like we played since they've gotten James Harden, every time we played the 76ers, they sat people out. Like the first time we played them, Jimmy didn't play, Bam didn't play, Harold didn't play. Next time we didn't play them,
you're gonna get beat. That's the fluky teams, fluke.
But it was just like we beat them when our starters were out. We played them the second time, their starters was out. They beat us.
That don't make any sense. That don't make no sense. They ducking each other.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's like they planning for a playoff competition. Like, okay, now we're going to see what each team actually is when we put the actual people on the floor. It's just like the last time we played them, Embiid didn't play, Harden didn't play, somebody else didn't play, and they freaking bench players went out there. And not just they spanked us. It was like them boys was out there just. I couldn't believe it. I just knew we was going to win that game. that started the 4-game
losing streak. Okay, so you say don't sleep. Steve says sleep. I'm on the sleep side, but
sleep.
The second round gonna show if we should really sleep on them or not. First round probably not, because that's the Raptors and they're gonna lose to the Raptors. The Raptors at number 6 right now.
They lost. I'm telling y'all.
Okay, moving on to the Celtics. Who's number 4 right now? Benya, should we sleep or don't sleep on the Celtics?
No, you can't sleep on them. That's been the best team coming out of All-Star break.
Oh, man.
I mean, next to in the East, that's been the best team
East side
coming out of All-Star break. They got it all together right now, especially defensively. So as long as they keep playing defense like that, it's gonna be tough. I mean, we had a tough game against them last night. We pulled it out, we won, but we was at our best last night. Like our defense were at their best, and Spo actually got the rotation to perfection, that's another thing I'm worried about with the Heat. Like, there's so many players that done broke out this year. You got to
run like 12 deep.
Yeah, you got to know who to put in and when to put them in. And some games Spo can run 12, some games he only run 9, 8. But you got to know when to do that or which players to play. So I like last night he put Duncan on the bench. He started Strus, and Strus went out there and had a game for us. The last 2 big defensive possessions, he was the one who made the stops. Now, if you would have had Duncan Robinson on that floor, it would have been a different ball game. So that's like, if we have to see them, that's when it's going to come down to coaching. Won't sleep on them though. Them boys, they've been out of All-Star break. The boys have been it.
All right, Steve, sleep or don't sleep on the Celtics?
I'm not gonna sleep because I already know what they can do. Like, I think we should have never beat them last year. Remember, they didn't have Brown. Like, they only had Tatum.
He was hurt
for their money.
Yeah.
So you got both of them guys back. I think they're the team that people are kind of like not looking at. That's gonna probably sneak their way if they do make it. So
yeah, that is gonna be a real sneaky team. I think because of the past Celtics, where it's like this could be their year, but it's always not their year. It's like this the actual time that nobody's saying this could be their year, so they're gonna surprise a lot of people. So I ain't gonna sleep on them neither. The Bulls, yeah, they're healthy. Bulls, Steve, sleep or don't sleep on the Bulls?
Yeah, that's a tough one. They
look
good in the regular season, so I'm asleep.
Ooh, Benya, what you think?
You don't have experience.
I'm in bed. 6:30. 6:30 p.m. bed.
You in the bed early.
We got to good sleep. It's 8:40.
We out of there. We out of there. We out of there, man. I'm sleeping on them too. I know they had a crazy regular season. It looked good on paper. It looked good. Watching too. Good. But I think, like you said, experience gonna come down to it. They've been in the playoffs separately, but together is like, okay. Every time they met Miami, they
have a good starting five. After that, it's just like, where's your help?
Much. Right.
You can't beat all these, like them first 4 teams you named have deep teams. Like they got players who can come in and help out. Even some of the lower teams we about to name, like they have players who can come in and help out. After that starting five, the Bulls is just like, that's it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm sleeping on them. They gonna get a nice little 5-game.
5. I mean, as of right now, they'll be playing the Celtics right as of right now, as it stands right now. So if everything stays, they'll play the Celtics first, and we just all said don't sleep on them. So they'll probably end up taking them up out of there. So moving on to Canada, number 6, the Raptors. Should we sleep or don't sleep on the Raptors? Ben, we start with you.
I haven't watched anything of the Raptors, so I have absolutely no. But I'm just gonna go to sleep
I think by default, it's a sleep. It's a sleep on the Raptors. By
default, I'm just gonna sleep on them because I ain't heard nothing about them for real. I just know that they're in that spot for some reason. So one way.
I'm with you. I'm sleeping as well. It's just like they're just there. That's how it feels. It's just like they're here. They're gonna play hard, but when it comes down to it, I don't think that they're gonna like make any type of noise. So, Steve, sleep, don't sleep, Raptors.
Honestly, I'm like y'all all said, I haven't watched, so I can't really say anything. I've only seen highlights, and to me, they don't impress me. But
yeah, true.
I'm just gonna say what it is.
We sleep. Okay, moving on. The Cavaliers is at number 7. Sleep or don't sleep on the Cavs. Steve, we'll start with you this time.
I'm gonna sleep. Okay. It look good.
It look good.
But I think the other teams got way more experience than they do.
Yeah,
the experience always wins. You could do all that in the regular season. Remember, everybody don't play.
Yeah,
that's
playoff
true. Time. It don't matter what you got. Like Ben Simmons might come out there and play. You know what I'm saying? You never know.
I don't think Ben Simmons about to play.
I know. But I'm just saying, like,
I understand what
right
you're
there
saying.
Don't really matter. Like they look good there now, but
yeah,
things change.
What you think?
It's a young team, so they're doing what they need to do as a young team. But whoever they play in the first round is beating them. They did good though.
Yeah. It was surprising. I'll say that them in the playoffs after not being in the playoffs since LeBron. So it's crazy to see that they got as high as 4 this season. So it's crazy to see them up there. So, but I'm sorry, Cavs fans. I'm sleeping.
I ain't sorry.
In the next one, at number 8. I didn't think that this team would be in the play-in, but they are there. The Nets. Steve, sleep or don't sleep on the Brooklyn Nets.
Try it. I'm not going to sleep. I'm not being biased because it's my team. I feel like I love that we got Seth Curry and we have Patty Mills. Like these 2 guys are X factors to me away from the 2 guys. And then we got Drummond. Like Drummond plays nasty, aggressive ball. I'm not going to sleep. I'm not going to say anything about finals, but I'm going to say we get out the first round. It depends on who we play, though. If we play the Heat, I'm not going to be biased. I'm going to be like, that's going to be a good game, to be honest. But I'm not going to sleep on them.
Yeah, being that y'all at number 8, if y'all win,
We got an
y'all
advantage.
Be placed at y'all. If y'all win, y'all be placed at number 7. And how it stands, y'all will play the Bucks first round. So it's like
if we move up, that's true.
Yeah, if you move up, because that's how the play-in goes. So 7 and 8 play. They basically playing for the 7th seed. 9 and 10, whoever win, play the loser of the 7 and 8. Then they get into the 8th seed. It's weird how they have it, but Benya, sleep or don't sleep on the Nets.
They gotta hold their stance. I don't know if they, like I told y'all, the Miami Heat might not be the number 1 seed when it comes down.
When it starts, okay.
Yeah, we ain't gonna hold on to that. But
right. Nets, sleep or don't sleep.
Can't sleep on the Nets simply because KD is on the court. I mean, that's all the court. KD is on the court, so
it's kind of self-explanatory.
I didn't want to be biased, so I had to be generic.
Nah, you wasn't gonna be biased. Again. You said somebody need to kick him.
I mean, not need to. I'm just saying, unless somebody goes and kick him in the kick.
Oh, okay. You can't go against KD, man. It's KD. You heard him. I'm Kevin Durant.
We spanked him the last time we played him. He wasn't getting that work from.
Bam, we won one. We got one out of y'all.
Huh?
Y'all beat us 3 times this year.
Last game we just played.
Oh, the last.
No, we won that one.
No, y'all didn't.
We did win the last game we just played. You talking about the game before? Trust me, I know.
Let me look it up.
We won that last one.
Oh, y'all did win the last one.
Okay,
but Bam was locking KD down though.
Was that one of those Kyrie games?
It was more like it was an overall game. Kyrie did go off, but it was an overall game.
Okay.
That one of them games that he played like trash.
Okay. All right, so we're not sleeping on the Nets now. That would have been the playoffs of old, but now it's the play-in tournament. 9 and 10 is Hornets and Hawks. Are we sleeping on either one of those or not sleeping on one of those?
I'm not sleeping on the Hawks.
Not sleeping on
Sleep
the Hawks.
on the Hawks. Sleep on them Hawks.
He's sleeping on the Hawks.
Go to sleep on them Hawks. Listen,
I'm sleeping on the Hawks too, because unless they play in New York, it ain't gonna be exciting.
Damn.
I'm gonna just be real, because when Trey go to Madison Square Garden and everybody they spitting on them and everything, the playoffs is fire. But when they not playing against the Knicks, then what is it?
I don't know. I just feel like
you gotta go to sleep. And yeah, I'm going to sleep on the Hornets, not because they're not a decent team, but because they're young, just like we talked about with the other young teams. So it's exciting to watch them play too. Got LaMelo Ball out here. Is he the better ball brother? I mean,
yes.
Yes.
Man out here.
But the Hawks, I don't know. Trae Young is. First of all, I'm still upset that Flav spoke this guy into existence. He was nobody. Flav came on this show and talked about Trae, the Iceman Young. Who is that? Who is that? And then next thing you know, here he is. This is who I am.
He woke up. He woke him up.
It's the dumbest thing in the world. Didn't understand it. I don't understand how he prophesied that, but it was absolutely
he definitely prophesied the hell out of that. That was the craziest prophecy like that I've watched from what we said, and then it happened. Like a lot of our takes, some of them like happened, but it's kind of like a given with the take. But that was a crazy take because we was talking about top point guards in the league when he said Trae Young, and it was like, what? And then
happened.
And then the same season. This is not in the future. It's not in the future.
2 games later.
Right. A couple games later.
2 hours later.
Like, what? Like, what is this? We just said no, and then here come Trae Young. So we sleeping on, well, I'm sleeping on both the Hornets and the Hawks. Benya's sleeping on both of them. You're not sleeping on the Hawks though.
Nah.
Steve. Okay.
I feel like they got one more chance to make noise.
Okay, so we basically got sleeper teams, which is the opposite of how we just did it, and don't sleep teams. So moving on to the west side, start from the top. We're gonna go all the way to number 10 with these as well. The Suns, sleep or don't sleep. I think it's self-explanatory. But Steve, we'll start with you. Don't sleep.
Them boys are working out after they play a full 40-minute game.
They locked in.
Them boys hitting the gym hard after 40-minute 4 games and beating people. That's crazy,
in, man. 62-14 right now. They are locked in. Being sleep or don't sleep on the Suns.
You're gonna go to sleep on them.
Ooh.
Oh.
I thought he knew something.
We're joking. No, I don't know anything. I know they're going to the finals. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I don't see nobody.
I like Grizzlies too.
That machine.
That's a different one.
I think
it's gonna be tough.
They're number 2. We're gonna talk about them next. But the Suns
right now.
Wait. We about to get to them. The Suns have shown that they can play with and without CP3. So when it gets to the playoffs and he does his he got a tweak shoulder or something, because TP gonna get hurt. It's a given at this point. He done got hurt in almost all the playoffs that he done played in. So it's gonna happen, but this time it probably won't hurt as much because no, I'm just being real. Think about every time he's been like in a like it looked like CP about to win and go off, then he get hurt. And it's like shit.
I don't think he gets hurt this time because he just got the major injury out the way.
Remember, it's towards the end he usually get hurt like that.
Okay.
So I feel like
you don't think it's going?
Yeah, I feel like he got it out the way now. Now it's time for them to go ahead and get on
to the finals. Okay.
Yeah, and actually win this year, unless they play the Heat.
If he win this year, he retires.
No,
I thought he was gonna win last year, but
he's not gonna retire.
Giannis flipped.
He got 2 more years and he done.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like he's different. He still likes.
He loves the game.
Yeah, he loves the game. He likes to teach and all of that aspect. I feel like he'll be one of those players. He won't even mind like eventually one day coming off the bench and just being a little extra spark off the bench. He won't even mind that.
True. I can see that too. All right, so we're not sleeping on Suns. I don't think we should at all. They are on a mission, like Steve said. They working out after the game. They are like extremely locked in. I'm going home after a 40-minute game. You hear me?
What? Uber waiting for me.
Moving on, number 2, what we was about to get into. I saw the wheels turning with Binya. The Memphis Grizzlies, all right, number 2 right now, as of right now. Binya, are we sleeping or should we not sleep on the Grizzlies?
Go to bed on them hoes. Just go.
No.
Man, stop it right now.
No.
I'm
wide awake. 5-hour energy.
You've had a long couple
Red
of months.
Bull.
You need the rest. Go to sleep on the Memphis Grizzlies. That's what you need to do. Get your rest off of them boys. You deserve it. Get your rest in because absolutely not. Absolutely not.
No, I'm wide awake.
You wide awake? You Red
Bull?
Coffee.
I'm like this.
He is up. What you like about him, man? What you like about him?
They just play smooth, aggressive, cool basketball. Like I could watch them. You know what I'm saying? It's fascinating. Like
you might have the syndrome of now they don't play nothing like this. No. Now Ja's crazy. But
they look like go ahead.
Remember when Steve Nash was on the Suns and it was very fun to watch, but then they got to the playoffs and then they just lose.
True. I remember. I know exactly what you're talking about.
This might be that.
Might.
Hey,
I'm not sleeping on the Memphis Grizzlies, man.
Oh my God.
I'm not sleeping on them at all. But I would not.
Remember, there's always Cinderella.
It's always one of them. But I wouldn't be surprised if they get. I wouldn't be surprised if they lost like second round or something. But I'm not sleeping on them. I ain't gonna sleep on them boys.
I'm not either.
Bed.
They young too.
He said he going to bed. All right.
I'm up.
Luka, number 3. Luka Mavericks. Listen, are you sleeping on Luka or not? Steve. Steve said he going to sleep. Oh man.
I don't understand how you go to sleep on Luka. That's outrageous. But
Big,
you don't go.
It's not just Luka.
You don't go
it's
to
not
sleep
just Luka.
on Ja. You don't go to sleep on Ja, but you go to sleep on Luka. That's absolutely disrespectful, and that's racist. You shouldn't be racist.
You said you being racist. Oh man, you being racist, man.
That's your problem.
Listen, I'm just
you going to sleep
saying.
on them, bro.
Did you see what Luka did last year?
Cool, but who are they going to play in the first round?
I don't know. It don't matter.
I mean, we don't know as of right now, but as of right now, it's the Timberwolves.
Timberwolves is. I'm not. Damn, we're gonna get to that. We get to that. But
what you finna say? Bro,
you wait. Was you about to say that the Timberwolves could beat Luka?
No, I'm about to say I'm not gonna sleep, but they're gonna lose.
They're gonna lose. Or don't sleep on Luka.
You don't.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sleep on Luka, but they have a good. They're starting to gel. They're starting to gel, but they are gonna lose, bro. The Mavericks.
This is something like we don't realize that every time he's in the playoffs or have been in the playoffs, he's only played against one team, and that's been the Clippers every single season. This time he might not even have to play them boys, so we get to see another team struggle try to guard Luka. Like you can say what you want, Clippers put him out, but they struggled with Luka the entire time. They might have they shut down everybody else, but they could not stop that boy Luka. They put everybody on. They put Kawhi on him. They put PG on him. He made Pat Bev go. They couldn't even play him no more.
That boy found out.
They couldn't even play Pat Bev no more. But I'm not gonna sleep on Luka. You can't sleep on some of these superstars, bro. You can't sleep on Luka, bro.
Nah, yeah, you're right. I was trolling.
All right, Ben. The Warriors are sitting at number 4 at the moment. Ben, are you sleeping or not sleeping on the Warriors?
Is Steph coming back?
I didn't know he was out.
Yeah,
he been out this whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, how long he out?
I think it was his ankle.
Yeah,
I know he already got bad ankles.
He already had bad ankles.
He's been out for.
Oh my goodness. Let's see. It says listen. I've been watching a little bit of the March Madness stuff. I didn't even see a play well because they usually plastered everywhere like, oh, Steph Curry hurt.
They did in the beginning.
I ain't see it. It say March 16th. He's been out since March 16th. Foot injury. You're probably gonna save him for the playoffs, if anything. It's only smart to do that.
Still,
so if he comes back, he probably won't be 100%, but it's a problem with his ankles. He's been having ankle problems all his whole career. But Ben, you sleep or not sleeping on the Warriors?
If he comes back and they get on the court and they're healthy, I like them. And I don't know how to match up a flow out, but if they don't run into the Suns, I like them to be in the Western Conference Finals against the Suns. If they don't meet before that.
Yeah, as of right now, it's not really set in stone with these places. We're gonna have a prediction show whenever it's like set in stone. But Steve, Warriors, sleep or don't sleep?
I'm sleeping.
Ooh.
Even if because they haven't, all three of them haven't played together. They only played like 8 games this whole year.
Actually, they've played like 7 or 8 seasons. If you want to be technical.
True, but remember, Clay haven't played in 2 years. Fully, like in the playoff game. Playoff game is different. We all know that. So
yeah.
What does that matter? He'll go out there and
the juice ain't there for me.
I mean, Andrew Wiggins is there now, so
And that other boy who played with them.
Jordan
Poole. Like, come on, man.
Them boys,
it depends on who they play, man. I'm sorry, but I don't see. I'm asleep.
They can run. They can go about 9-10 deep.
I don't see. Only like I say, they'll lose if they have to play Phoenix, and that's it. They'll beat anybody else.
True.
Well, and they'll struggle with Luka.
Yeah, if they meet Luka. I'm not gonna sleep on the Warriors because we've seen the Warriors when they're hitting on all cylinders. It get disgusting.
It doesn't even make sense, though. I don't understand why they so good.
It gets disgusting at some points in time. You know, it's like they hit those threes where you think you about to come back, and then it's like, no, y'all not coming back. And then they hit a three, and then they hit another three.
Is Kerr really that good of a coach?
15 points.
We don't know. We don't know if the players are extremely good, but we also know that Steve Kerr gave Steph Curry.
Steve Kerr knows how to manage personalities. He knows he's like a therapist.
But he gave him that green light though, because I don't think Steph had that type of green light before him.
No, he didn't. But I'm just talking about now. Like, you know, you lose KD, you lose Clay. You're out there with Steph and Draymond. You get these other players on there, and y'all back and forth 1 and 2 with Phoenix for the entire season until, you know, injuries start to pile up again. Like, how are you?
He made pull though.
Andrew Wiggins, he
got way better when he got there.
He was supposed to be a breakout player like years ago.
Now all of a sudden he's breaking out.
Now all of a sudden it's like he's an all-star. Wasn't he in an all-star game?
Yeah. He made all-star team.
Like, is he really that good of a coach, though? Like,
really? It's really hard to see it when somebody is as great as, you know what I'm saying, Steph Curry like that. But
yeah.
So all right, moving on to the Nuggets. Steve, are we sleeping or not sleeping on the Nuggets?
Sleep.
I'm sorry, Nuggets. I am sleeping as well.
Big Z's.
This is the same Nuggets. We might as well couple the Jazz in there too, because I'm sleeping on the Jazz as well. But Big, you sleeping on the Nuggets?
Nuggets.
Everything else under this, I'm sleeping on. Everything. All of them getting slept on.
I'm sorry, Nuggets. You gonna hear them in a minute, but the Nuggets, I'm sorry, I'm sleeping on y'all. Y'all, it just feels like the same thing's about to happen.
Same thing every year.
The Jazz, same thing with y'all. I'm sorry. Y'all already know how I feel about Rudy Gobert. Sometimes it feel like if you just put out a shooter at the 5 spot, he lost. It's a wrap. It's a wrap for him every single time. Like, I know you're a good defender at the rim and everything, but then as soon as they put a stretch 5 out there moving around with the ball, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. They be giving him defensive player of the year. That's a take for you. That's a take for you right there. He said
he is
gonna get traded. Gone. But I'm sleeping on the Jazz too. Bingy say he's sleeping on everybody else. The Timberwolves, I'm going to sleep. I know that they've been in the news lately because they've been cussing people out and got all this fire because Pat Bev on the team and all that stuff, but it just is. We know how this finna play out. Steve, you sleeping on them or not sleeping on them? Because you almost said that they're gonna beat Luka.
Yeah, I'm gonna sleep because they can't beat Luka.
But who gonna beat Luka? You gonna put Pat Bev on him? We already seen that story one time.
Pat Bev gonna first quarter he gonna be out.
But nah, I think when they played,
you gonna get a take just for talking to Luka.
He might. Clippers are at number 8. PGs just came back. Sleep, don't sleep, Steve.
I'm not gonna sleep because they make it past the first round.
Mm-hmm.
It just after that when things start getting messed up. But
well, with them being at number 8, they have to play the Suns or the Grizzlies if it stays like this.
If it doesn't sleep, that's over with.
Well, B already said sleep. I'm sorry, Clippers. I'm gonna have to sleep on y'all. Pelicans are at number 9. We going to sleep? Yeah, they at number 9, bro.
Let me log off.
Ben already say he's sleeping on them. I'm sleeping on them as well.
I'm sleeping too.
The Lakers are at number 10. They are in a fight with the Spurs. Are we sleeping on both the Lakers and the Spurs?
They're on life support right now.
Go to bed on all of them teams. Do you hear me? In the last one. If the Clippers are able to play the Memphis Grizzlies, then I get them a first round week.
Ooh, Steve, how you feel about that?
No. The Grizzlies are gonna whoop that.
Listen, man, I think we come to a consensus. Everybody under number 4, we pretty much slept on everybody down here. Cause I know LeBron doing all he can, but I'm sorry, Bron. I don't think this team can't do it. This team can't do it. I'd rather him like lose in the play-in if he make it to the play-in, because I don't want him to have to endure another first round loss. And then you know
Just
how the
don't
people,
make it.
you know how the people gonna talk about it. They gonna he lost in the first round. He done lost a step. He done lost a step, but he averaged 30 points. It's whatever, man. Anyway, how you feel about the Ben Simmons trade and everything? We could talk about that a little bit. Do you think Ben Simmons will play this season?
No.
You don't think Ben Simmons?
If he ain't play by now, like, you can't just tell me you're just gonna pop in first round playoffs and say, "Oh yeah." No, it don't work. Like, you didn't get enough time to gel. Like, we don't even know what you could do. We don't even know if you're gonna shoot. So
right. How you feel about him not playing? Like, did you think he was gonna come right in?
No.
Oh no.
Okay. That's why I was happy that we got those pieces with Seth and Drummond.
Patty. Oh, you already had.
No, Patty we got a year before off of free agency, but we got them, and I think that's to cover up him. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah, I understand that. That's wild. I thought he was gonna come right.
But when he does play though, his defense, he does upgrade our defense and rebounding, and he's fast.
And y'all trash.
No, we ain't bad. We playing good defense right now against the Bucks. I got the game on the side, so I don't mind.
All right, that's the end of the basketball topics. Unless y'all got anything else to speak on about basketball at the moment.
Who won the NBA Finals?
Oh man.
Hot take right now, early.
Hot take early.
Who's your favorite? Who's your favorite? I'm not gonna say he's gonna win. Who's your favorite?
It gotta be the Suns, man. That's the favorite right now. The Suns gotta win the whole thing. They gotta get one before CP3 can't CP3 no more. Now, so unless he's instilled, unless he kind of like instilled something that they can carry on when he's, when he retires or stop playing or whatever.
He has though.
That's that. If they do that, then they might get one past this year. But if not, then you got to get it this year. So, Suns, Suns is my favorite. Benya, who's your favorite to win the whole thing?
Miami Heat.
The whole shebang.
Whole thing. Miami Heat.
Did we kind of figure out that he was gonna say that before you even asked him?
Yeah. He's not gonna downplay the Heat the whole time. Come on, we know better. He's not gonna downplay the whole time.
Unless we lose the first round. And then it's the Phoenix.
You can't win the championship after losing the first round. There's no, y'all will be the first team to do that if that happens.
If we don't lose the first round, crazy.
Come back from the crib and win.
Steve, who's your favorite to win the whole thing?
Miami Heat. He know it.
I ain't gonna lie to you. They look good, man.
He finna say Memphis. Oh, for real? You think Miami will win the whole thing this year? Oh, that's okay. There it is.
It hurt. I'm burning
right now. If we don't lose the first round, we'll win it all. But we gotta win the first
round. Everybody on the East, they beat. I think they only lost they haven't lost twice to anybody in the East. Or they have. But it's been an even split. But we only beat them once. They beat us 3 times. You know what I'm saying? They beat the Bucks. I think 3 out of 4 games, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm.
These are the top 2 teams.
2 out of 3 beat them.
2 out of 3.
2 out of 3.
Philly is over for Philly.
Oh,
it's over. Like who? Boston's the only one that's probably gonna give them a hard time. But I still think that goes 7 games and it's over. I don't
beat
see
them last night. Ooh, it felt good.
Barely though.
Oh, we needed that win last night.
All right. One more topic, and we're gonna transition to football real quick. One little topic right here, and we're gonna get up out of here. Bobby Wagner just got signed to the Rams. I'm trying to figure out how much money they got because it's ridiculous right now.
They getting loans
for like they getting loans.
PPP loans, bro.
They signed the man 65 million, I believe. So it's not no small check, but that's not who I wanted to talk about. I just had to throw that in there. Who do you think will be? This is the topic. Who do you think will be exposed more with this Miami and the Chiefs trade of Tyreek Hill? Do you think that Tua will be exposed more, or do you think Pat Mahomes will be exposed more? Ben, we'll start with you.
I don't know what you mean exposed in what way.
Because people are saying that now Tua does not have an excuse. But on the other side, they're saying Pat Mahomes, the reason why he was doing so good is because Tariq was a part of that. So he will be exposed because he won't get those same numbers because Tariq isn't there. Tua will be exposed because if you don't play good now, it's a wrap for you.
See, this is just I don't know what people are looking at when they're saying that Tua is playing bad. That's my whole aspect about it, because he's not playing bad. He's playing
at all.
They want him to play. They want him to play. He has a completely different coach this year who actually wants to use him as his QB. So,
no receivers last year besides one.
Yeah,
no O-line.
He didn't do. People are talking like he was just horrible. He was not horrible. Y'all wanted 70% of his passes to be within 7 yards. That's not his fault that y'all wanted most of his passes to be, inside. And
they were a game away from the playoffs.
Yeah, the ones that he did get deep, it was like maybe 70-30 that it was a bad pass. Maybe most of them was good. He did throw some bad ones, but what quarterback doesn't throw bad ones outside? Besides Aaron Rodgers, he's the only one that don't freaking make mistakes.
Right, four interceptions in a season. Who does that?
Yeah, and Patrick Mahomes. Tyreek is he's a big part of it, but I watched that man throw the ball like this, 30 yards down the field. Accurate. I'm talking about accurate. I don't care who he's throwing the ball to. It's going to get to the receiver. Now, if the receiver's going to catch it, I don't know, because
he had no receivers
during that time. Those receivers that he was throwing it to was just dropping the ball. But it's not like he ain't had the ball. The ball was literally right here. So I don't know who can get. I don't know what the exposure would come from, because I don't think either one of them are going to have a bad season.
Okay. Steve, what you think?
Everything being said is on point. I agree with everything. He didn't have any receivers to throw to. So when they drop the ball, who do they look at? His stats go down, right? Instantly. So they're going to look at him and say, oh, he didn't complete these. He had no protection. Remember, he's a left-hand quarterback.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's harder. His windup is a little slow, but when he does release it, he did his job. Gesicki dropping passes. Remember, they had an okay running game, but that was towards the end of the season. You got to give him something. You know what I'm saying?
They also have Raheem Mostert. They signed him too.
Yeah.
And Chase.
I don't think he's gonna do much.
Edmonds.
I think they should have kept Duke.
Yeah, they got Chase Edmonds and Raheem Mostert now.
You had a good chance with Duke and Philip Lindsay, but whatever. Whatever.
They were hurt though.
Yeah,
they were, but remember they got him late though. They picked him up damn near half the season.
They had Duke for a little bit, didn't they? He was just hurt.
Yeah, for a little bit. But you know what I'm saying? I get it. They upgraded the O-line. They got two pieces on O-line that helped them. So it's gonna look good.
They got some serious firepower, man. They got some.
Yeah, I'm hoping nobody gets exposed, but y'all basically explain why. You know what I'm saying? Why, if there is an exposure to it, we kind of will see why. Now, on Mahommes' side, it kind of sucks that he came out on fire and had 5,000 yards and 50 touchdowns. So when they think he had a bad season, they're comparing it to that season. They're not comparing it because, you know what I'm saying? Like this past year, they feel like he didn't do good, but he still threw for like 4,000 yards and 40 plus touchdowns. Like he still did all of that, but that looks pedestrian because he done did the ultimate
everything else
before. So if he's exposed, that'll be the reason why, because he didn't do that again. Now on Tua's side, I mean, I don't watch a lot of Miami football, but on the outside looking in, it I guess he's just doing what the plays is called. You know what I mean? So we're gonna see if Tyreek turn him up a little bit, because Tyreek is known for taking a slant, taking a 3-yard slant for 50 yards. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see.
You got two guys that are the same.
Yeah,
one is just more experienced.
So they said they got the fastest duo right now in the league.
Listen, they're gonna be Waddle left, Tyreek reverse, turn up.
Yeah. One more topic.
Manu Ginobili and Tim Hardaway just got inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Hey.
Oh, we knew that. Overdue.
You said Tim Hardaway and
Manu.
Mm-hmm.
Turn up Manu. I know Skip Bayless will love that.
Left-hand assassin.
Skip Bayless will talk about that tomorrow.
Early.
So last little, what y'all think Deshaun Watson gonna do? Cleveland Browns. What y'all think he gonna do?
He gonna do what he did. He could have did in Houston. He's got a defense.
What he did with the Texans is he gonna be Deshaun Watson with some losses.
Deshaun Watson with some losses. It kind of sucks that Jarvis Landry didn't get signed by them again. I don't know where he is right now, but
you want that?
They got Amari Cooper, but we know Amari Cooper. He plays at home, but when he go away, he disappear.
That boy's still in the hotel room.
But with Deshaun Watson though, hey, anything is gonna be better than what they did this past season.
Remember, they got a defense.
Yeah, and they got a decent defense. The AFC is loaded, bro. AFC is loaded, and
Jacksonville Jaguars coming out on top.
AFC is loaded. Jacksonville's coming out on top. This has been Flight Team Sports. I'm TJ the Artist. That's Steve. This is Bilia, and we are out. Oh my goodness.